Hello, dear friends. My name is Yael Vurgan. I'm the rabbi of the Regional Council of Sha'ar HaNegev in the Western Negev, and I'm the rabbi of 10 kibbutzim that are located on the very close to the Gaza border on that area of Israel. And I'm speaking to you here today as we come closer to the yearly commemoration to October 7th tragic events. And sadly, I have to tell you, which you probably know already, that it's finding us in very, very challenging and tough period in Israel. Um, the whole month is a month of memorial ceremonies uh, on different levels for families, for communities, and for the whole nation of Israel. And so it's a month of sadness and mourning. And I find my people, on one hand, really wanting to go back to life, really wanting to go back to their routines and feel back at home on one hand, and making a lot of tremendous efforts to hold on to their lives and to their regular, community lives and family lives. And on the other hand, I hear a lot of my congregants saying that they find it really hard to go back to life and to start or continue a process of healing and recovery and rebuilding their lives and their communities because they feel in many ways they are still, that's how they say it, still stuck on October 7th of last year. Time has passed, but they say that they feel it's not really past, and in many, many senses, they have not moved forward. And that's because, first of all, the hostages of all of Israel and specifically our region, we still have 7 hostages in Gaza, and people feel that as long as they're not back, they cannot really heal and recover. And the other thing is that the war is still going on, and now even increasing with the North joining, and the situation of war is not enabling people to feel safe. Even the communities who did come back to their kibbutz next to the Gaza border and to their original homes, not all of them, but the ones who are back, are happy to be at home, but feel not completely safe as the war is still going on. The 2 communities, Nahal Oz and Kfar Aza, that are not home yet and they can't go home because they're so close to the Gaza border and because their kibbutzim need to be rebuilt in many ways. These communities are still moving from one temporary solution to another temporary solution, which makes it really, really hard for them to, first of all, keep their community life as they were used to. These communities are very strong, they had a very lively community life, and they can't keep it when they're spread in 4 or 5 temporary places in different places in Israel, some in the north, some in the south. And so these difficulties make it hard for people to say, okay, it's a year and we are moving on. So the feeling in the area that I work with are feelings that say, we are doing a lot of efforts to keep going, and we love our homes, we love our communities, we love being here. We want to go back home, but there are very heavy feelings of the situation is not resolved yet. And because it's not resolved with the hostages, with the war going on, and with, I have to say, this government going on, because many, many people still carry hard feelings of how they were abandoned in October 7th by their own government. And some feel that they are still abandoned because their needs are not met in the way that they feel it should be, even this year after October 7th. And so all these very hard feelings make it harder for people to move on, and that's where they're at. I'm there, standing next to them, both on their grieving events and trying to hold their hands and hug them and be next to them, with all their sorrow and hard feelings, and be compassionate. And on the other hand, I continue to hold events that hopefully bring people some uplifting to their spirit, and holding their hopes, and still struggling for the values that they believe in, although sometimes it feels like a lost cause. But we are there singing for peace, and singing for community, and singing for recovery, and trying to hold on to our beliefs and values, and not give up. And I am inspired by my congregants, that are really, really very resilient and strong and brave and beautiful people. And they say that I help them, but I feel that they help me also to see how we can look at the future, and expect a better life here in Israel for them and for all the people of Israel.